Hello, I'm Television Caden, and I'm going to show you how to make a minecart wave machine. You're going to need everything that you see in my inventory: oak wood planks or any scaffolding block, redstone dust, observers, sticky pistons, slime blocks, redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, hoppers, minecarts, and rails. So, you are going to take the hoppers and make sure that they are facing into each other so that you can create a hopper clock. Now you're going to need a lever so that you can turn it on and off. But before that, you're going to need to set aside one piece of redstone dust to put into the hopper so that it can send redstone outputs. And as you will see here, the redstone output works. Now I will put the lever there so that I can turn it on and off. Now we're going to place a piece of redstone dust there and not there. I will destroy that piece of redstone dust now, but just a piece of redstone dust here and a long line of repeaters. You can decide where you would like to stop with the repeaters. Now, don't do what I'm going to do here by placing the redstone dust there and creating another line of redstone repeaters going in the opposite direction, because that will not give you the results of a minecart wave machine that you would like. So as you'll see, I am going to destroy them all. Now what you'll need to do is go all the way to the other side and do what I was doing there. Now place the repeaters in the long line, exactly the same length as the previous repeaters, as you will see I am doing here. But do not place them in the opposite direction, because then you will get clashing redstone signals and it will not function properly. Make sure that they're all set on 0 ticks, because then it will give a better flow of the minecarts. As you can see here, I had placed the repeaters in the opposite direction I had started with, and this is the exact moment I had realized that. So I would have destroyed them all and redid that line in the exact same order. So now I'm putting them all in the exact same order as I was supposed to do. And now you're gonna want to continue this process for however long you want. But be warned, because there will be so many entities of minecarts, this could cause lag. So I suggest doing it on a small scale. So now, as you'll see, the repeaters create a pattern that looks something like Christmas lights. As much as that is very nice, we are not making Christmas lights. We are making a minecart wave machine. I put that extra redstone dust there because I like things symmetrical. So now, if we just turn this off, it should stop. Yes, it did. Do ignore what I'm doing here with these ticks. I was experimenting on how I could get the wave to look better by increasing the amount of ticks it took to go from one stage to the next. So, now we are going to need that scaffolding block of ours, which in our case is oak wood planks, and place it so that we can place observers looking at the repeaters so that they can get the redstone input. As you can see here, I put it in the wrong place because make sure that the eyes are always facing what input you want. As you can see here, I will soon, very soon, realize my mistake. And here is the exact moment I realize it. Make sure that you crouch when you're placing the observer, otherwise you will interact with the repeater and that could set it on a unwanted tick. Now we are going to do this all along that line. Make sure to crouch while placing them so that you don't interact with the repeater. Now if I turn that on, it looks more Christmas lighty than we wanted. But we are still getting to the minecart wave machine. We are just going to continue placing these along that row of repeaters as well as the next row of repeaters. We will be continuing this process for all of them, as you will see. So I am going to fill all of this out, and that will be in a transition. Okay, so now I have all of my observers placed out where I need them to be. If I turn that on, I also get Christmas lights. But as we can see, the observers are interacting with the repeaters, which is exactly what we need with what we are going to do now. We are going to place our sticky pistons atop the observers. In this way, we can put our slime on it, and so on and so forth, as you will see. As long as we put these pistons on, we can make sure that this thing works. Make sure to put the sticky pistons along all of the observers across your entire wave machine. And now we have the transition where I finished. Now what we're going to want to do here is just test if what we want works. As we can see here, something is wrong with that second row of pistons, and you will soon find out what is wrong with that second line of pistons right here. At this time I saw the problem, I couldn't really see it. I didn't understand what the problem was, but as you can see, the two repeaters are in opposite directions, so I need to fix that one to make sure they were all going in the same direction, which will happen about now. Now, yes. But then I ran into another problem. Those two pistons are firing at the same time, because that line of redstone is making the repeater and that redstone dust fire at the exact same time. So I will need to replace that line of redstone with another repeater. There we go. So now I turned it on, and it seems that everything is working perfectly. So now you're just going to want to break out every second one, so that once we put the slime blocks on, they don't stick to each other. We will just break these out one by one, but not the whole thing, just every second one. So now my footage got corrupted, so I couldn't show me placing all of the slime blocks, but I can show you me placing a few of them on those pistons there. As you can see here, I separated one block between each of the pistons and observers. Now we should get something that looks like a wave, except a slimy wave. We want a minecart wave, which looks far nicer. So we will be doing that now. We're just going to need to take our rails, our scaffolding block, and our minecart. We're going to have to place the scaffolding block on top of the slime blocks, the rails on top of the scaffolding blocks, and the minecarts on top of those. And we're going to break the scaffolding blocks, and we just rinse and repeat on all of those. Rail, minecart, break, break, break. So now a little taste of what this will look like is this, and which I think looks very satisfying and very nice. And the best part is you can even ride in those minecarts. Now I have this whole thing filled out with minecarts, and it's time to see what the final product will look like. And this is the final product, a minecart wave machine. The way this works is that the slime blocks are boosting the minecarts into the air because they are counted as entities. And because they keep on bouncing off of the slime blocks and the slime blocks keep on pushing them up, it makes it stay there forever. But as soon as I turn it off, the slime blocks will stay still, so it will continue bouncing, but as time it will stop. Thank you very much for watching.